Well, that's what Tybo says every single week to Sean when he gives us his just the
Oh,
tips, his fantasy
Ooh.
football tips.
Oh.
Uh, so Sean, let's kick it off. We got
Your tip
NFL
is
Week 10
lame.
here. Show us what you got.
we got a little recap with week 9, just the tips real quick for you folks. Stardom was Joe Burrow against the Raiders, had 29 points, big week for him,
He went
5 touchdowns, no none to Jamar Chase. James Cook against the Dolphins, 11 points. Nothing to go home about, but still 11 points. Drake London against the Cowboys,
Did you
10
say
points.
nothing to go home about? That's a fine. It's nothing to write home about.
I don't care, find me. I need some. Anyways, Drake London against Dallas, he had 10 points. He would have had a lot more, but he got hurt very early on. David Njoku against the Chargers, 7 points. Whatever. Situm's here. Kyler Murray against the Bears came away with 4 points. Great situm, by the way. Rashad White against the Chiefs, 11
I
points.
should
It would
have
have been
sat
worse.
him.
Should have sat him. Should have listened. Wow. Rashad White had 11 points. He wouldn't have had that if he didn't get that touchdown. Deontay Johnson, obvious call, 0 points. Easy call. And Tucker Kraft against the Lions, 7 points. That was week 9, just the tips.
That's an average sleeper. That's an average sleeper. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Sleeper.
You gotta see, bud.
Let's
Yeah, that's what I
go.
was thinking too, a
Hey,
C. I was thinking a
Gotta
C.
see.
Yeah.
Tybo did not give out an F this week. That is a first.
That's all I was going for there. And moving on to week 10 stardoms. We got Kirk Cousins against the Saints. Primetime noon Kirk. There's nothing more he loves early on a Sunday morning than some Saints. So he's going to eat in that game.
Start him.
Aaron, Aaron Jones against the Jaguars. It's a get right game for the Vikings offense, and it starts with the run game. Look for him to have a big game in this one.
Start him.
Scary Terry McLaurin versus the Steelers. He has a great connection with Jaden right now, and he's going to be a game changer for the commies.
Start him.
Cade Otton versus the Niners. He's coming off two 20-point fantasy games. Who else is Baker going to throw to?
Start him.
Moving on to the situms here. Shout out Tybo. CJ Stroud against the Lions. He's been struggling a lot this year, and the Lions defense gets a lot of takeaways.
Sit him.
Brian Robinson Jr. against the Steelers. He's coming off a hamstring issue, and the Steelers have the fourth best run defense.
Sit him.
Michael Pittman Jr. against the Bills. Bills have a good secondary, and you don't see much connection with either quarterback coming to Indy with Michael Pittman Jr.
Sit him.
Dallas Goedert against Dallas. I know he usually kills them, but there's just too much Dallasing going on for my taste.
What? I like that one.
Boo at the
Sit
end. Boo.
And sleeper for the week,
Game.
Demarcus Robinson against the Dolphins. He's a former Chief. He's looking great out there with the Rams. Look for him to come up big yet another high-scoring game in this one. And that was just the tips.
Just
Who is the?
OTM.
I'm
That was
sorry, I
fun.
missed it. There was a little bit of talking going on. Who's the sleeper?
Demarcus Robinson.
Demarcus Robinson. There we go. That was a good one. Good
Yeah,
ad lib from
I
Tybo.
think that would be pretty good. Yeah, Ty.
So I had
Tybo.
did the trade deadline pass where there's no more trades happening?
No
Yeah,
more
it's
trades
over.
happening.
It's over, Johnny.
Demarcus Robinson is the one we let get away. He should have came back home. He should have came back home.
Great white buffalo.
Ran backwards some more times, but